Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make these lovely chocolate hemispheres. These were gotten from white chocolate. So in this video I'll also be showing you how to melt your white chocolate with a double boiler. So if you do not have a microwave, you can still melt your white chocolate the proper way. So if you'd like to learn how this was achieved, please keep watching. So guys, the first thing you want to do is to grab the best quality white chocolate you can find and chop it into very small chunks. It's very important that you chop this into small chunks so that it makes the melting process a lot easy. While doing this, it's very important to know that you don't want water on your surface, on your knife, even in the bowl that you eventually use to melt this chocolate. Please make sure you grab a stainless steel bowl, guys. That's the best to use to melt your chocolate. First thing you want to do is to boil water in a small pot. Guys, make sure this pot is small enough for your bowl to sit on it without actually touching the water inside. And that means you don't want your water to be too much. The moment your water is boiled, you want to turn off your gas and then place your bowl on the top of the hot boiling water. Make sure the water doesn't touch the bottom of your bowl and then continue stirring until your chocolate melts. Now, this process is going to take you 10 to 15 minutes to achieve the result that you're going for. So you have to be very patient. If at any point your water gets cold, turn your gas back on and allow your water boil. Then put your bowl back on top of the already boiled water while your gas is turned off. On no occasion should you turn your gas on and leave your chocolate on top of the boiling water, and this is because white chocolate is very temperamental. Too much heat on your chocolate at a stretch can make your chocolate seize and you would never be able to melt it. So guys, it's very important that your gas is turned off while you're melting your chocolate. If you look closely while I was doing this, at a point I turned off my gas and then turned it on later. I made sure that at no point was my chocolate on fire for too long. Once your water is boiled, turn your gas off and then continue stirring. If your water gets cold again, turn your gas back on. When your water is hot, you repeat the process. Guys, it's very important. And make sure that you do not cover your chocolate at any point. And the reason is because the steam which evaporates on the cover of whatever you use to cover your chocolate is going to condense back on top of your chocolate, and this will end up adding water into your chocolate, and you really do not want water in your white chocolate. So guys, as you can see, my chocolate has already started melting nicely. You need to be patient, guys. It's very important. I tell you, at a point I almost gave up. Each time I do this, it's the same thing, because I feel like I can never get used to the time it takes to actually melt white chocolate. It takes a lot of time, but you have to be patient. You have to trust the process. And finally, guys, the moment we've all been waiting for, my chocolate finally melted. I mean, check this out, guys. It's so lovely. It's so beautiful. Just be patient, and I promise if you follow the processes, you will achieve a result as beautiful as this. With this consistency, you can either drip on your buttercream cakes, your fondant cakes, or you can use it to make beautiful chocolate art. Mind you, you can also color your chocolate, your white chocolate, into any color of your choice. We'll be working with plain white and purple in this video. So the next thing you want to do, guys, is to grab your hemisphere mold. This hemisphere mold is made of silicone, and you want to pour your warm chocolate into each cavity, making sure that the chocolate covers every single part of the cavity. if you notice any space that hasn't been filled up with chocolate, please try to make sure that you fill it up, because what happens is if you leave it like that, when your chocolate sets, you're going to have holes around your hemispheres, and you really do not want that. Now, the key thing to note here is after layering your cavity with one layer of chocolate, allow it to set a little, guys, for a few minutes. You want it to begin to thicken, right, to firm up. Then you apply another layer on it. After that layer has set, you can apply a third layer. The reason you're doing this is because you don't want your chocolate to be too light. If it's too light, by the time it's set and you try to take it out of your mold, it's going to break. I actually suffered this same problem while I was shooting this video, and you will see it at the end of the video. So in order to avoid that, guys, you want to make sure that after applying the first layer of chocolate, you allow it set lightly and apply another layer, and even possibly a third layer. This would make sure that your hemispheres are really strong, and when you take them off your mold, they will not break on you. After filling up each cavity, you want to put it down to set. If your environment is hot, I advise you pop it in a fridge, but if you have a chilly weather, then you want to leave it out to set, and this will take anything between 10 to 20 minutes. Just make sure that it is firm to touch. So it's been in the fridge for a while, and I'm just going to take them out. You want to turn it over and slightly press the dome part of the mold to make sure that it comes out clean. Repeat the process for each one of them, and you have your beautiful hemispheres. Guys, you can see that I actually did lose some of this in the process because it was too light and it ended up scattering, but this is so beautiful regardless. I mean, look at how shiny the top is. It's so lovely. So what I did here was simply to use more melted chocolate, same melted chocolate that I actually did earlier, to drizzle on the top to give it this very lovely drizzle effect. And that's the end of this video. So guys, don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you will be one of the first people to see my video whenever they drop. Bye guys.